Greetings and welcome, adventurers, to another episode of Let's Play Neverwinter Night's Enhanced Edition Hordes of the Underdark. When last we left off, we had done a little bit of shopping with our new Ginny pal, and now we are doing some more exploring. We found these slaves that are here. We talk with any of them else? No, nothing much particular. Guess they have to be named. They're already looted here. I mean, I'll take the fire opal. The chest that is not locked. Now, the Ginny did give me the an activation stone. What's back here?
Hey, where we be now?
Ooh, Linu.
Hey there, dear. How's it going?
You recognize Linu, the priestess of the Seanin Moonbow, from the yawning portal. She seems lost in thought, although she does look up as you approach. Linu, I'm glad you're alive, as am I, thanks to Mathijssa Svenning. You recognize her from the inn, don't you? Oh yes, Mathijssa Svenning. Of course I recognize you. I just have a lot on my mind. These poor slaves trapped here. I wish there was something I could do to help them. If only we had the activation stone for this portal, these poor souls could finally be free. Maybe you could help get it for them, Mathijssa Svenning. What are you doing here? I'm here trying to help these poor people find their freedom. These slaves could escape Undermountain through the portal in the next room, but the portal can only be opened by someone who possesses the activation stone. You could find that stone for them, Mathijssa Svenning. I don't know where it is, but I bet Charisse does. He is the leader of these slaves. You should talk to him in the other room. Why can't you find the activation stone for them? Undermountain is a dangerous place. Someone has to stay here and protect these poor souls from the Drow, and the Rakshasa, and whatever else is there, out there. If I don't do it, who will? I have some questions. I guess I could answer some questions for you, though. If you want information, you should probably talk to Charisse in the next room. Have you learned anything while down here? While you were down here? Very little. If you have questions, you should speak to Charisse in the other room. You probably know far more than I do. I wish I could be more helpful, but I have spent most of my time here. There are many dangerous creatures in the Undermountain. Drow, Rakshasa. Someone has to keep watching for these poor slaves. I would expect nothing less from you, Linu. You're always looking out for those in need. Well, do you know anything about that sarcophagus in this room? I know it's an instrument of great evil. That is enough to make me leave it alone. Touching it would release some kind of demon or terrible undead. Shouldn't we try to destroy this evil? Yes, of course, but I don't want to risk innocent lives to do it. As long as these slaves are still here, we should leave the sarcophagus closed. Is there anything else? I'll be going now. Goodbye then. Right, so there's definitely something not quite right. Partially from why would these slaves entrust Linu to protect them? And also considering everyone else from the adventuring party has died. Why wouldn't Linu? I mean, yeah, she's sort of capable, but she's also very accident prone. But in any case, let's talk with Charisse and see if I get something useful out of this engagement.
Hi there.
I have the activation stone right here. You have the stone? Quickly, give it to me so we can all escape this place once and for all. The genie bottle at your side begins to shake and rumble. Suddenly the stopper pops free and a billow of dark smoke rushes forth, materializing into the genie himself. Forgive the intrusion, but I don't think I want to give the activation stone to these. What are you pretending to be this time, Sharish? This is none of your concern. You semi-sentient puff of wind. Get back in your bottle where you belong. I never liked you very much, Sharish. I'll go, but first I think this mortal needs to see your true form. You'll pay for this, Volcarian. After I feast on this elfin fool's flesh, I will bind you to my service for 1,000 years. I'll be more worried about what this mortal is going to do to you, Sharish. I'll be back inside my bottle if anyone needs me. Well, how nice. It was a trick. And Sharish is a Rakshasa. Right. Everybody pick a dance partner. Go. Go attack nearest, please.
There's more where that came from.
Dang it. Alright, let's do a little bit of pre-buffing before we start this. And
Hi there.
read through this. Alright, let's make ourselves a little bit better protected from elements. These Rakshasa are not particularly strong, but they are very active. Well, immunity, yeah, that's definitely well, at least I have a little bit of protection from magical stuff. Alright, let's make sure that they're all dead, because Linul Lanaral was also a Rakshasa. Right, let's not be the one to eat that. Face first. Alright, Deacon, could you go attack the nearest, please? Alright. That's dealt with. Let's go loot. Another Rakshasa Eye. Right. Boots of the Sun Soul. He was a monk? I've pegged him as a monk. Right. Dane, another Rogue Stone. Which we'll add him there. And Honor and Death. Can only be used by lawful. He was lawful? He was trying to deceive me. I guess law is different depending on appropriation. I mean, I think by definition Rakshasa are evil. But let's have a look at the reason why we're not allowed to look into the sarcophagus. The sarcophagus before you has been hastily stuffed with the mangled body of Linu, the priestess of Seien in Munbu. Let's bring her back to life. The elven cleric brushes herself off slowly, rubbing her head. She seems a little confused as she casts about, looking for something to help her get her bearings.
Are you real? Or are you one of those Rakshasa in disguise? No, that makes no sense. They killed me. They would have no reason to bring me back to life.
You don't remember me? We spoke at the tavern. Linu's face furrows in concentration as she struggles to recover her faded memories. Yes, of course. You're Mathijssa's Fennec, aren't you, dear? The one Durnan was waiting for. Now I remember. There was a beholder. We chased it from the tavern and then we were ambushed by Drow. Shaman went down. They then charged off in one direction and Tommy and I ran in the other. Then what happened? Tommy and I managed to escape the ambush, but in our escape we lost our bearings. We were trying to find our way back when we stumbled across those slaves. At least we thought they were slaves. They asked us for help, so Tommy went off to spy on a nearby drow encampment, and I stayed here to protect them. Of course, as soon as my back was turned, they revealed what they really were. I tried to call on the power of Seonin to protect me from those shape-shifting Rakshasa, but there were too many of them. They were too fast. I remember dying. You raised me, didn't you, dear? Thank you. I don't know those words count for much, but as a city mean, thank you. How did you end up stuffed inside that sarcophagus? Rakshasa must have tried to hide me in here to continue their ruse. I believe I actually thought they were slaves and wanted to help them. I see the Rakshasa are all dead now. Good. They were creatures of pure evil. Their very existence was an affront to everything I stand for. I suppose I should thank you for that too, dear. Is there anything else you can tell me about this area? Not much I can tell you that you probably don't already know, dear. Obviously, the slaves weren't really slaves at all. If I had known that you wouldn't, I would have been in the state you found me in. Don't think that might be useful. You mentioned an encampment of drow to the south. Tommy went off and scouted out. As soon as he was gone, Rakshasa attacked me. Don't know much else, unfortunately. When you're dead, you tend to miss out on a lot. What are you going to do now? Well, it's obvious I'm not going to make it on my own if I stay down here. I suppose I should go back to Turnan's Inn, at least for now. That's probably for the best. I imagine there are more than a few people who will have need of my healing powers back at the inn. Don't worry, dear. I'm confident I can make it back there on my own. I'm sure you do, Linu. Goodbye and good luck. Everyone's counting on you now, dear. Right, so that's the last of the adventurers. Yeah, I just never could grok quite with the mustache-twirlingly evil option of just killing them right after raising them. What's the point of that? I do find the option to leave her to rest in that sarcophagus, even though that's also kinda stupid. I mean, you have to roll a resurrection, unless you've completely spent all of it in the levels above, which I guess could be possible. Anyways, let's continue on. We still need to find one more chain, I think. Let's put all the chains together so we can actually make sure how many we have. We have one chain here, so let's grab the other one. Right, so we have 2 chains, I think. Yeah, none in here. Did we not pick up a third? I thought we did. Alright, Dalen, be my mule. Well, 2 chains is not gonna help us much, so let's go find the rest. But now that we know this strap is here, we can remove it. No, was also a trap on the door. Good, good. I know there is potentially a door that you can see over there, but I just don't have the observation skills for it. Maybe if I had Tommy with me, but... And the door is also locked. Well, luckily we have just a thing for that. Alright, so... Yeah. Hey. I'm taking too long again, dear. So, I have no idea. I don't know exactly what's beyond this point.
Deacon smell goblin. And where there be goblin, there be goblin traps. You should be careful, boss.
Indeed. Well, I don't want to rest every time. Or turn all my spells into stuff. You don't want to open this? Fine. We cannot rest while enemies are nearby. Can I get to the far end of the room and rest? Yeah, you have to go outside and rest here. Because the next few bits are gonna be a bit of a gauntlet. Close to this door as possible. Get rid of as many traps as possible. And let's hope that's enough. At least goblins should be fairly easy to take care of. Goblin pickets. These goblins appear to be firing Sidon kind of special colored arrows. This typo has never been fixed. Now, these dye arrows that they're using against us are not particularly dangerous, but they are a little bit annoying. They make it easier to get hit by something a little bit more dangerous later on.
Taste my savage fury! For the Underdark!
Alright. I mean, that's about as difficult as the fight against goblins is going to be at this particular point in time. That's an item that's not going to do anything because it's bad. And there's also this door over here that has a giant behind it. Alright. And he's got another staff of command. Good. Let's have a look. Boots of speed. Boots of speed could be useful for you. You don't have any boots currently. And what was the weapon that I picked up? All being slightly out of alignment is gonna annoy me. Ah, here it is, the club. Stone Cold Club. In the early days of exploration within the jungles of Jolt, Kalimshan expedition clashed with a small tribe of after removing artifacts from a burial site. A local shaman named Gulkai killed a noble while trying to retrieve the sacred items, and the civilized invaders retaliated. The tribe did not survive. Weapons such as this were found in the nearby villages soon after, accompanied by a silent apparition of Gulkai, voiceless as his people. Only usable by giants. It's not very useful for me. That's fine though. Ooh, double X plus 2.
No, I'm carrying far too much useless garbage. I'm going to have to dump some of this.
But yeah, stumbling into a giant at this point in the game, there's definitely going to be something that takes you back a little bit for a brief moment. You don't have a full party on your side. This does not give us insight to anything else. Another double axe for you to carry. You can carry a lot more than that. Next, you can also have this stone club for now. Alright, let's go deal with some more goblins. Alright, that's the thing that doesn't render properly. I believe there are some traps in this area, but
This is too easy.
doesn't love those throwables. Thanks, Deacon. Right, nothing left but pickets. Yeah, these foes are not much of a challenge. But they don't need to be. That's not their purpose. Like, I don't know how long the die stays in effect. But it's definitely something that's going to be a problem we encounter at some point. So. More pickets. I keep saying that, but I actually don't know what a picket is. Did he kill himself? I could look it up. Not going to. Did I run out of bolts? No, I still have bolts. The scorch marks here definitely indicate something is a bit dangerous. Let's rest up. Let's just be as cautious as an adventuring party should be and not do something dangerous without all the spells we need. And the spell I need is Find Traps. Good. That hopefully took care of most of them. And then we need to go knock on this thing. This ballista is the problem here. That takes care of the siege engineers. I believe if you're covered with dye, then the ballistas can do some serious damage to you. As well as those traps. Apparently it shoots directly upwards. No, I don't have no need for arrows. And this was a long death, alright. The game really was expecting us to have a monk in the party, I think. Yeah, could have been worse. Alright, here's a goblin with a little bit more challenge rating. I don't think he will last that long though. And there we go. Ooh, a heavy crossbow. Crossbow of accuracy. Attack bonus +5. That's a very good weapon, I guess. Alright, another chain. Another rogue stone. It goes into the collection. That's a belt of hill giant strength. Nice. And a planar mace. And are Rakshasa outsiders? Well, they could be useful. I mean, it gives strength +3, right? So we could make you stronger. You lose 1 point of AC, but I think that's fine. See, is it different? Yeah, it's a different modifier. +8 modifier. So the overall attack bonus would definitely be better, I think. Yeah, it's worth it. Let's give him the strength. And you can also carry the bow, crossbow. You're now ridiculously powerful. We'll have to manipulate these levers, I guess. Potion of lore, that's nice. Consumables, healing kits. Right. I guess we can figure out what all this does next time. But that'll do for this episode. Thank you all for watching. See you all there. If you like my content, please rate, comment, and subscribe. And I hope you all enjoyed watching. Bye.